From a music star to a movie career where after a handful of roles, one big breakout led to a powerhouse performance that resulted in a first-time nomination. Yes, we are in Season 3 of Oscar Rewind, and today I am looking at Universal Pictures and Focus Features' 8001. Written and directed by A.V. Rockwell, the film premiered at Sundance in 2023 before releasing that spring. What's up, everybody? Cinephile Mike here, and it is a new episode of Oscar Rewind, where I look back at the films of this past year's Oscar nominees and winners. Make sure you hit subscribe so you don't miss any of these throwbacks. We've got some really good ones coming up. We're in Chapter 2, Breakout Performances. This chapter focuses on early standout roles from some of this year's other nominees, performances that helped define careers even if it wasn't the first role. And today, while the film doesn't require us to go too far back, it was still the breakout for this past year's Best Supporting Actress nominee in what was an unpredictable race. We today look at Teyana Taylor. If you've never seen 1001, here is the quick spoiler-free setup. In the mid-90s, Inez de la Paz, played by Teyana Taylor, is released from Rikers and returns to Harlem with an attempt to rebuild her life. While reconnecting with the neighborhood she once knew, she comes across her son, 6-year-old Terry, played by Aaron Kingsley Adetola, for the first third of the film, a young boy bouncing between foster homes and hospitals after struggling within the system. Their reunion quickly stirs up painful memories and unresolved emotions between the two of them. And after a tense interaction leaves Inez a little shaken, she makes a rash decision that changes both of their lives forever. The two flee to Harlem together and begin building a fragile new life, trying to stay ahead of the realities that are surrounding them. As the years pass, we watch Terry grow from a child into a gifted young man, played by Avon Courtney at the age of 13 and Josiah Cross at 17, while New York itself transforms around them. We go from the Giuliani years to the Bloomberg era, which brought major cultural and economic shifts that reshaped some of the neighborhoods that we have now, and, well, if you know, you know, right? Along the way, Inez tries desperately to give Terry the stability and the love that she never had herself, while Terry struggles to figure out who he is and what kind of future that he wants to have. But as secrets surrounding their relationship begin to come to the surface, both are going to have to confront certain truths that will have ramifications for both of them when they really look at these systems that have failed them. Look, like so many great indie films, this movie lives or dies by its casting, and from the very first frame, Teyana Taylor absolutely commands your attention. There's something so magnetic about her performance. Even those intense eyes, you constantly know what Inez is thinking, even when she says nothing. Though there's a rare opportunity where she says nothing. And this is the craft that she so definitely carried into her nominated turn in one battle after another. She creates this character that is both strong and vulnerable at the same time, and you understand why people stay with her despite her actions, which might turn some away. Some like Terry, but he stays. And speaking of him, all of the three actors who play him at different points are excellent. Each version feels connected, showing how this world is growing and changing around him, and each one has moments to break your heart as we see how his relationship with his mother develops over the course of the decade or so that we follow them. Writer-director A.V. Rockwell truly came out swinging with this feature film debut. After years of working in shorts and television, she delivers a film that's not just about a complicated family dynamic, but captures just how fast and rapidly changing New York was, where progress didn't necessarily benefit everybody equally. There's an honesty and authenticity to the storytelling, and while this easily could have fallen in certain points into overly sentimental territory, Rockwell avoids that trap beautifully. At its heart, this film really becomes a story about redemption, survival, and trying to build a family within, like I said, the systems that continue to fail people every day. Have we had some fixes? Yes. Are there still more to go? Absolutely. Technically, really quick, This is not a film to pay attention to for the craft. This is more the performance. But I do want to say that Eric Yu's cinematography captured a pre 9/11 perfectly in a way that feels so intimate and lived in. And remembering the city of that time, it brought some memories rushing back for me as well. It's just another added layer of realism that makes this emotional journey so hit as hard as it does. Now, let's talk box office and awards. At the end of its run, the film made $3,400,020 domestically, $63,660 internationally, for a worldwide take of $3,463,680. Critically, the film sits with a 97% tomato meter from 129 reviews and a 85% popcorn meter from over 250 audience reviews. Award season-wise, the film ended its run with about 6 dozen nods and wins, with highlights being A.V. Rockwell winning Breakthrough Director Awards at the Gotham Awards and the Independent Spirit Awards, both of which also nominated Teyana Taylor for Best Lead Performance, as well as a Directors Guild nod for First-Time Feature Film Directors. Taylor was named Breakthrough Performance of the Year, and the film was nominated one of the top 10 independent films of the year by the National Board of Review. And at its premiere at Sundance, Rockwell won the Dramatic Grand Jury Prize. 1001 is another one of those movies that I talked about, like Breaking the Waves, that you may only need to see once. But this one, it's so worth the time to watch. This is a spectacular, powerful, wonderful 5-star film with 5-star performances. To catch this one, you can find it streaming on Peacock. All right, that's it for episode 16 of season 3 of Oscar Rewind. If you enjoyed this episode, please make sure to subscribe to the channel and let me know in the comments, what are some recent breakout performances like Taylor that stand out to you? Please follow me on all social media platforms and on Letterboxd, and check out my website, cinephilemike.com, for more exclusive cinematic content. I'll see you for the next Rewind, but until then, this is Cinephile Mike saying take a break and watch something new.